Hey guys, it is Wednesday here on InstaCollab. As you can tell, I'm speaking in this really awful British accent, and that is because last week I missed a video, and this was Soren's challenge. Aren't you guys just loving these challenges he keeps giving me? I think they are cool, but whatever, and I really hope no one becomes offended, and it's going to be a mix of quite a few nationalities, because I'm rather not confident in my ability to speak like this. Now, this week's theme was favourite film, and I'm going to be talking about two of my favourite films. I have quite a few, but I'm going to be talking about two of them. The first one I've mentioned here before in my intro video as being my all-time favourite movie, and I would say this is true. It's called Almost Famous, and it came out in 2000 and was directed by Cameron Crowe, and it is a fantastic film, and it's about this teenage boy named William who graduates high school at the age of 15, so he's kind of a child prodigy, and when he graduates high school he decides he wants to be a rock journalist. Too bad the year is 1973 and the golden age of rock and roll is in its death rattle. Williams sent his work to rock journalist Lester Bangs, and Bangs gives Williams a $35 assignment to review a Black Sabbath concert. Without credentials, William cannot go backstage in the San Diego Sports Arena where the concert is taking place. Outside, he meets a few local groupies who call themselves the Band-Aids, led by a young woman named Penny Lane. He also meets the opening band Stillwater, who eventually bring William into the concert. So a couple days later he gets a really important call from the magazine Rolling Stone, which is quite a famous rock journalist magazine, who say they've seen his piece in Lester Bangs magazine and they want him to write a story, and can he do it, and he says yes he would, and he'd like to write it on the band Stillwater. So William goes on tour with the band Stillwater, as well as the Band-Aids and Penny Lane, and I think there are a couple standout things in this movie. The cast is standout. We've got Kate Hudson, Frances McDermott, Jason Lee, Bijou Phillips, Anna Paquin, Zooey Deschanel, and Jimmy Fallon. What's really amazing about this movie is just the soundtrack is fantastic and the culture is fantastic, because it's based in this lost age of rock and roll, and if you're like me and you love rock and roll of the 70s and 60s, you'll know it's just, it's fantastic, and I encourage everyone to check it out because it's just such an amazing film. The second film I want to talk about, it's a slightly chickier film. It's called Sleepless in Seattle, and it came out in 1993, and it was directed by Nora Ephron and stars Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan. It was one of about 3 movies they did together. The movie is about Sam Baldwin, whose wife dies of cancer, so he moves him and his 8-year-old son Jonah across the United States to the city of Seattle in Washington State, where it rains 9 months of the year. Christmas 1992, Jonah calls in a phone-in radio station called Dr. Marsha Fieldstone, saying his father is depressed and how can he have a new wife. And Sam reluctantly gets on the phone and talks about his wife. Now, across the country in Michigan, Annie, who is a Baltimore Sun reporter, hears him on the radio while she's driving, where he has been dubbed Sleepless in Seattle, and she feels unexpectedly drawn to him despite the fact that she is engaged. Annie struggles a lot during this film because she is engaged to another man, but she feels really connected to Sam, and the movie ends, I'll just say, on the Empire State Building, and it is a fantastic film. And me again. I guess my camera just decided not to work anymore, so it's me back to my regular voice. I just want to wrap it up and say those are 2 of my favorite movies. My other favorite movies include Girl Interrupted, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Truman Show, The Breakfast Club, and Empire Records, are just to name a few. Other good news is I'm definitely going to VidCon, so I'm really stoked about that. So in June I'm going to be flying from New York to LA, and it's going to be amazing. Other than that, it's been a good week. Soren, I hope that was satisfying enough. It was both fun and horrific to me, so yeah, bye guys.